Guys, it's me Hamim Reza and you are watching my YouTube channel Hamim Chess. In the previous some chess videos, I have uploaded some videos on the Tennyson gambit. That means how to make your opponent fall in the trap, some variations of Tennyson gambit, etc. So in today's chess video, we are going to learn if anyone tries to make you fall in the Tennyson gambit, then how you should counter the trap. Okay. So if you want to do so, then you must have to play with the black pieces. So let's just flip the board. Okay, first point, if your opponent plays e4 against you and expects that you will play d5 and he will just set up the Tennyson gambit, then he is wrong. If you want to counter him, then after he plays e4, you just play e5. Then he can't make you fall in the Tennyson gambit. Point number 1. Then he has to play some like knight f3, you play knight c6, he plays bishop to c4. Just the normal way of playing, just play as you like. Okay. Point number 2. If he starts his game with knight f3, then what to do? According to the principles of chess, you must occupy the center in the beginning, right? So you can play d5, that's not a problem. He plays e4, you just capture the pawn. You may think that you are falling in the Tennyson gambit, but it's not. After he plays knight g5 and attacks our pawn, we won't save the pawn. Here we will just develop our knight, and now he captures the pawn and equalize the materials. But he can't make you fall in the Tennyson gambit now anymore. So you are saved from the Tennyson gambit. You have just declined the Tennyson gambit. You can also decline the Tennyson gambit from the beginning. How? When he plays knight f3, you just play knight c6. That's the matter. Then he will not be able to make you fall in the Tennyson gambit. And then he just anything plays e5, e4 just to occupy the center. You play e5, then bishop to c4, knight f6. Just continue your playing as you play. So this is the way. If anyone tries to make you fall in the Tennyson gambit, then you just counter it like this. Okay, in the previous video, I showed a trick where I wrote on the thumbnail that you can checkmate your opponent in just 8 moves in the Tennyson gambit, right? Okay, let me show you the game. Here we played knight f3, he played d5, then e4, he captures, we save the pawn, we save the knight, then he plays e5, you take the knight, you take the pawn, he plays f5 and you sacrifice the knight and play another knight c3, and now he just captures the knight happily. We check the king diagonally in this way, and now if the king moves, he can lose the right of castling, so he does not move and plays g6 to defeat the check. And now we just capture the pawn and not only attack the king but also attack the rook. Just capture it and give a check. And now here the king has many options. He can defend the check with the queen or with the bishop or with the knight, or also can move on. Okay, if he defends the check with any of his materials, then we will just happily capture the rook diagonally. And if he does not do so, then what can he do? He can move. He can move to this f7 square to save the check. But now we are not going to capture the rook. We are just going to give a check with our bishop to c4, check. And now you can see the king has no move. In the previous video, in this position I said that it's a checkmate. just to see if anyone of you can tell me that that's a mistake. Actually, it's not a checkmate. The king can either the king has no move, and but he can defend the check with the queen or the bishop. If he saves the check with the queen, then you can happily capture the queen, but no player will do so. Most of the player will defeat the check with the bishop, and if he does so, we will just capture the bishop. But with what? It would be better to capture the bishop with the bishop and give a check. The king has two moves. He can come here. Okay, after he comes here, we will just move our bishop and give a developed check. And if you see, the king has only one move, and after he goes here, queen to e6, it is a beautiful checkmate. Actually, I didn't make the video full. Actually, I wanted to see if anyone of you comments in the comment box that it was not a checkmate, but no one of you commented. That's not a problem. It's a checkmate. And also here, after this check, if he comes here, we will do the same thing. We will just go back and give a developed check, and the king has one move, and queen e6, beautiful checkmate. Okay, if you like the video, then press on the like button and subscribe to my channel for many chess videos which will help you to develop your chess skills. Okay, thanks for watching. Goodbye.